cinders. If you get them on your clothes, most of the time it just shakes off. But as they say, it all comes out in the wash. And just a reminder, if you have small children in your group, children need to be seated in the middle with adults on the outside seats. Conductor on the back of the train for this trip up the mountain. As soon as we get an all clear from the depot master, we'll begin our journey through the foothills of the scenic Smoky Mountains. Depot master, let me know when we have an all clear, please.
Folks, the cable overhead is for medical emergencies only. If there is a true medical emergency, please pull down on the cord for 2 seconds and release. After the cable has been pulled, the conductor will acknowledge that the pull cord has been pulled and will notify the engine crew and EMTs to prepare an emergency response. The train will not stop. We will quickly proceed to the nearest first aid location. Do not pull the cable for lost cell phones, cameras, etc. The train will not stop for these items.
Folks, a cinder in your eye is not considered a medical emergency, so please don't pull the pull cord if you get a cinder in your eye. Wait till we get back to the depot. Let any of the conductors know about it, and they will direct you to our safety office, where an EMT will safely remove it for you. Now, I hope I didn't confuse anyone. They will remove the cinder, not your eye.
Just heard tell us that our engineer has received our all clear and we will be pulling out of the depot at any moment. As we get ready to depart, let me remind you of a couple of the safety rules you'll need to know for our trip today. Please remember to remain seated at all times. This does include small children, as they are not permitted to stand on your lap, on the seat, or on the floor. If you have small children in your group, please have them sit in the center portion of your seat with an adult. Remember to keep all body parts inside the car at all times, and the use of tobacco products is not permitted during our trip. Thank you.
All right, now that we're moving you folks on the back part of the train, wave goodbye to our depot masters. Now we'll see them in a day or two. A week at the most, but we have never been gone longer than a week. Here at Dollywood, we're known as the friendliest place in the Smokies, so let's all get a hand in the air and start waving. On the count of 3, let's let out a big howdy. 1, 2, 3, howdy! Hey, that sounded good. Now you keep on waving and being friendly to everybody. Now I'll tell you about this rolling piece of history we're riding behind. coal-fired, steam-driven Type 282 locomotive. That 282 simply means there's 2 wheels on the front, 2 on the back, and 8 large guide wheels in the middle. After engine 70 was completed, it was shipped to Skagway, Alaska, and it worked on the White Pass and Yukon Railroad. December the 7th, 1941, tons of material supplies along with troops of personnel travel behind this engine and many engines like there up to 34 trains a day, all in support of road construction. And in only 9 months, what it seemed impossible became possible as the Afghan military highway was completed. I bet you didn't realize you're right behind a true veteran of World War II. Here's Dollywood was proud of all our veterans, of all branches of the military. Our hopes and prayers are with those on active duty today. After World War II was over, engine 70 remained in Skagway, Alaska. But in 1977, she was sold to an East Tennessee theme park named Silver City, Tennessee. And that is where she affectionately became known as Cinderella. And look at the engine that is needed for those juniors right there. Been here since 1977, City, Tennessee, until present day Dollywood, where she continues her tradition of hard work. Now let's all sit back and relax and listen to the engine as she makes her way up the mountain. The Cherokee Indians call these mountains the place of the blue smoke. Smoky Mountains are the natural habitat for more flowering plants and trees than anywhere else in the United States. Even in the air, you can hear the music of over 200 species of birds. The Smokies are a never-ending song. They change with each season and with each pair of eyes. Here at Dollywood, we're real proud of Cinderella. Sometimes we let her show off a little bit. So what do you say, folks? Would you like to hear the engineer play a tune on that ballroom locomotive whistle? All right, on the count of 3, let you blow the whistle. 1, 2, 3. Blow the whistle! They look like that most of the time. At the dawn of the 20th century, there was over 1,200 farms in these mountains. Each one had the main house that the family lived in. It was kind of like this one on your left. They had a woodshed, a chicken coop where they gathered their eggs, a smokehouse where they hung and cured their meat, and a spring house that kept things like the milk and the butter cool. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. They had one other little house back then. It was called the outhouse. And kids, you don't know what the outhouse was used for? Well, I'm going to let you ask your parents about that. Or you might have to ask your grandparents. Now coming up on your left, soaring 21 stories above the floor of the Great Smoky Mountains is the Wild Eagle. You'll drop 13 stories as you fly up to speeds of 63 miles an hour. It has a 110-foot giant loop. It might be the most exciting 2 minutes and 22 seconds of your life. How many people's rode the Wild Eagle? Oh, we got a few. How many people are big chickens to ride the Wild Eagle? Oh, that's a close one. You can go in the merchandise shop. They have blue shirts for riders and yellow shirts for chickens. Now it's time for some Christmas music.
Hey kids, do you know what time of year it is? Is it Easter? Is it Thanksgiving? Well, okay, sing along with me then. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you and all of your kin. Good tidings to you and all of your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bring us some piggy pudding, oh bring us some piggy pudding, oh bring us some piggy pudding, and bring it out here. We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, so bring some out here. Oh, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, so bring some out here. Good tidings to you and all of your kin. Good tidings to you and all of your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, folks, look up to the engine and wave to our fireman. I believe that's Stephen up there. He's the one responsible for getting us up here by hand shoveling all the coal into the firebox. This engine operates the same way today as it did when it was first built. Not a busy day, Cinderella will use 5 tons of coal, 5,000 gallons of water, and she'll bring 4,000 to 5,000 people up the mountain. We're real proud of our engine and the people that operate them. We hope you enjoy riding behind them just as much as we do. Now coming up on your left is Dollywood's newest themed area. That's Wildwood Grove. It has 11 new attractions. There's 8 new rides, a Southwest-inspired dining establishment. And you can see the big tree in the middle there. It's the Wildwood tree, and it lights up, comes to life at night, has fireflies and butterflies flying around it. bunch of new people down here, so let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Over on your right, this big green building is Dollywood's full-service train shop. That's where a highly skilled engine crew can totally This vehicle time to gather up all your personal belongings, your backpack, purses, cell phones, gloves, scarves, children. Yeah, please, don't forget the children. If you accumulated any trash along the way, we'd appreciate if you throw that in the barrels. They're located up and down the boardwalk. If you had your picture took when you came into the depot, they're going to be ready and waiting for you out here. And after you exit the train, go check out the magic shop. They got a lot of magic tricks and practical jokes. But folks, I need everyone to please remain seated. I have a few people on the back that need a little bit of a head start. So please remain seated, everyone. Remain seated. Wait a second.